Maneater is definitely a game in the same way that sharks can fly, which this game will make you believe is true. This experience is unlike any other game right now on PC or console, unless you have depth, in which case you bought the wrong game. Maneater was released by Tripwire Interactive, who previously worked on only first-person shooters, so the next step was obviously a third-person action RPG where you play as a fucking aquatic trash can. In this interactive reverse fishing simulator, you play as a bull shark who's acquired a taste for fishermen. However, regular humans will also be accepted. After being forcefully estranged from your mother, you vow revenge on the man who cut you from her loins, and just about anything that comes in between the two of you. But first, my PC is not the best operating machine on the planet. Maybe it could be if the PC economy wasn't completely fucked. As such, my footage is choppy every now and then, which is the majority of the time. Our story begins with not the shark we actually play as, but instead their mother. We commit several acts of manslaughter before the shark police are on us, and we promptly get going. It's here that we get separated from our mother, but not before eating this guy's whole entire fucking hand. From here on, the plot is almost non-existent. Everything we do is in service of growing big and strong so we can Uno reverse card Scaly Pete. So instead of talking about a story that doesn't exist, I will instead sprinkle random shark facts throughout the video. First up, male sharks have 2 penises. If you thought I didn't have much to say about the plot of this game, well, I mean, I've more to say about the gameplay, but like, not much. You are a shark, and sharks only do a handful of things, one of them being eating. Enjoy. The gameplay of this aquatic unaliving simulator is probably the game's biggest weakness. You have 3 methods of attack, and if we're being real for a second, you only really have one: biting. The other 2 are tail whipping and throwing. Tail whipping is never required outside of the tutorial, unlike throwing, which is only required in the final boss. Biting, on the other hand, remains truthful to real shark biting, in that whatever your shark forces into its trash can jaw, it probably isn't coming out again. Playing this game on mouse and keyboard could either be a blessing or a curse. Bite is bound to left click by default, and while you can change it, you can't set it to a hold type function. So every time you want to bite something, you have to press a button. Now tell me, what is the primary method of consumption for a shark? Fucking biting. I'm lucky that my mouse has an auto-clicker function, otherwise I would have jumped into the open jaws of a fucking aquatic transport truck myself. Oh yeah, the game doesn't have a lock-on feature, by the way. The game instead has a button that forces your camera's perspective to point towards whatever is the biggest threat closest to you. If you haven't put 2 and 2 together yet, this makes combat. Did you know some sharks can sit in place while others have to keep swimming to breathe? This is called buccal pumping, where they use their cheek muscles to pump water over their gills, as opposed to ram ventilation, where a shark has to keep on swimming to pass water over its gills. Bull sharks are obligate ram ventilators, meaning they need to keep moving to pass water over their gills, meaning that our shark is either not a real bull shark or just fucking superhuman, or rather super Kakarakin. Hi, sorry, me from the future here. Trying to find out how to pronounce this word. I want to bring attention to this website, How to Pronounce, where it seems like you can just submit audio pronunciations. And so we've got 5 submissions here. I want to do a quick rating, right? Keep in mind, I have no idea how to pronounce this at all, right? So we've got this first one, right?
Harjarinus Lucas.
That could be right. I have no idea whether it is or not. We got this one.
Karkarinus Lucas.
It literally sounds like it was pronounced by a 5-year-old, but okay, you know, whatever. We have this one.
Kasharhinus Lucas.
I don't think that's how it's pronounced. I think there's a cultural or language barrier there. And we've got this one.
Karcharinus Lucas.
Which is just an automated voice. And then this one with a negative 22 ratings. Why would you do that in a car? Why would you do that? Whether you're moving up or down is tied to the camera, but none of your other movement options are, so moving in this game can feel slightly annoying. There's a little more to the gameplay, like dodging. Actually, no, that's kind of it, really. Oh, there are evolutions, I guess. Now, I don't know much about evolutions, and I don't think the game even really explained why they were a thing, but I didn't really collect all of them. The main set that I ran was the bioelectric set, which literally turned me into a fucking lightning bolt. I don't know if there's any canon lore as to why our shark can do this, so I like to believe that our shark mommy was the one who bit the fucking electrical cable, and that's why we can teleport into pure power. This shit is basically just Red Hot Chili Peppers from Part 4, but instead of being a weird bird man, we're just a fucking shark. Oh yeah, you have a sonar and it has a very similar sound. And the ability to teleport around as a shark is also similar to... Yeah, I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Our shark decides that the best way to grow up and get revenge on Scaly Pete is to eat anything and everything it can that'll help it grow into a big guy. To do this, we shall aggravate enormous fucking leviathan creatures by consuming their primary food source, and then consume them. This is only half the battle though, because the game has a wanted system. Be enough of a fucking serial killer and you'll have the shark hunters on your tail, a group of bosses that I really wish I knew were optional before killing more than half of them. They go down as easy as a normal human, like... Are they meant to be challenging? Beating these guys gives you evolution sets, so that explains why I never finished obtaining the bioelectric set. Beating these guys is not required for beating the game, which is really odd, but okay, I guess. Tripwire seems to know what they're doing. Actually, no, they don't, because if they did, they would just fucking copy-pasted Deathscape. In fact, fuck you, have a comparison.
From high-fat fare like this to help people.
Man, Depth is so much fun. Really wish more people played it. Hey, did you know sharks don't make any noise? Like 98% of ocean animals? Yeah, I don't know why they can't in this game, but whatever. At least it's not roaring sharks from Jaws the Revenge. So eventually we catch up to Pete and battle it out.
That's the one what took my hand, alright?
He is very hard, I assure you. We end up biting his leg off, owning his ship, and incidentally killing his son Kyle, who's just kind of there. He's a guy? Man, I'll be real. I've been trying to end this video for like the past couple months. And I have got no idea how to end it. So I'm basically just gonna sum up my final points as short and boring as I can. Basically, yeah, Scaly Pete's the final boss. We own him, he dies. This game is pretty doo-doo. It's not worth full price. I bought it off Humble Bundle for like $6. There's also DLC that's not worth it. The only good things about this game are its music and its voice talent. And while I don't really like the game, it was kind of fun to stream in Discord with the fellas. That's all. Goodbye.
This is actually based here, though, actually.
I'm up to. I think I'm up to the boss.
The fuck? How long have you played this fucking game for?
7 hours.
That's not. I mean, did you buy it on sale or anything?
I bought it on G2A for $7.
Oh, because you paid like $1 an hour. That's fair enough. But full price, that's not worth it.
Full price. I think on sale right now it's like $20, and then full price is either like 40 or $50.
What?
Yeah.